Hey everyone, it's Nina. Today's class, we're gonna work on really opening up the shoulders and the neck area and also improving the posture through various stretches. So for class today, all you're gonna need is a ball. This is a lacrosse ball. You can use a tennis ball as well. I got this at Dick's Sporting Goods for like $2 or $3. If you want something a little less intense, I recommend using a tennis ball. And then also a strap. So it can be a yoga strap or it can be even a towel at home, so you don't have to have a strap. You just need something that you can bring in between your hands like this. So grab your strap. We're gonna get started. You can actually do this seated or you can do it standing. I prefer to do it standing because it gives me a little bit more space. So you're gonna take the strap in between your hands, and you can play around with how far apart your hands are. All you're gonna do is you're gonna lift up and bring behind. So you should feel a pretty nice stretch in the front of your chest and your pectoral muscles. So lifting up and bringing behind you. So this is really helpful for the posture because we sit in this position, well, like me, I sit at a desk all day for work. So I tend to like really hunch and round down, and this really shortens the muscles in the front of the chest. So we really wanna work on opening up those muscles and getting them nice and stretched to counteract all of that rounding. So do this about 10 times. You can do this anytime during the day. I feel like the morning is the best time to do this because you're just so stiff from sleeping all day. So whenever you guys want to do this, it's perfectly fine. And we'll just do one more. Try to do this a little bit slower too, so you're not just like really hurting the muscles. You're going nice and slow, so you can play around with like bringing the hands farther apart if you want something less intense. And the more that you open up through the front of the chest, you can actually bring the hands a little bit closer, keeping the arms straight, and you'll really get a stretch in the shoulders that way. All right, so I'm gonna set this off to the side. You can come down to a seated position. We're just gonna do some neck stretches and some massages really quick. So we hold a lot of tension in our traps here. So this muscle that goes from the shoulder all the way up to the neck. So you might see like people who really work out a lot have really big muscles here, and they're like really meaty. So this is the muscle I'm talking about, and they can get really tense, especially again sitting at a desk all day. We're kind of just hunched over and we bring the shoulders up, and these muscles get really tight and knotty. So we'll just go through a couple stretches to help with that. So just start by bringing your head over to your right shoulder and just rolling the head forward and back. You'll even feel a little stretch in the neck as well. And then take your left hand behind your back. Your right hand is gonna grab that forearm, and you're gonna start to pull that arm down, that left shoulder down, while still keeping your head glued to your right shoulder. Rolling the head forward and back. So this just provides a little bit of a deeper stretch. And then switch sides, bring your head over to the left shoulder and start with the gentle stretch of just rolling the head forward and back. And then bring the right hand behind you. The left hand is gonna grab that right forearm, and you're gonna just slightly tug that right shoulder down. Again, just rolling the head forward and back. And release. Coming back into just a simple seated position, you're going to extend your left arm out to the side, and you're going to look over your right shoulder. So looking in the opposite direction, really, really turn that chin as much as you can. You might feel a little tension out here in that left shoulder. Slowly begin to turn your head over to the left, bringing your hand that is in a fist, bring it to your head, and you'll feel that stretch all along the right shoulder. So this is a very slow and controlled stretch here, and you want to stay in this stretch with your fist to your head for at least 5 seconds. Just allowing that right shoulder to drop down a little bit more. Extend that left arm out and turn your head over to the right. Hold for about 5 to 10 seconds. And then slowly come back, turning your gaze over to the left, bringing that left fist to your forehead, dropping that right shoulder down for more of an intense stretch. Really bringing that left chin over to the left as much as you can. And extend that left arm out to the side. Turn your head over to the right. And we'll do this one more time. Turn your head over to the left, bring the fist to your forehead, drop that right shoulder down, really pull that chin over to that left shoulder. Extend your left arm out, turn your head over to the right. And release, we'll switch sides. Take your right hand out to the side in a fist. Turn your head over to the left this time, really bringing that chin over as far left as you can. And then start to bend the right arm. Turn the head over to the right, bringing the fist to your forehead, dropping that left shoulder down a little bit for a deeper stretch. Extend your hand over to the right, turn your head over to the left. You might even feel this all the way into your bicep, a little bit lower into your arm, just depending on where you are holding that tension in the body. And turn your head to the right, bring the fist to your head, dropping that left shoulder down. I tend to feel this a little bit more in the neck, down to where the clavicle is, but everyone will be different. So as long as you're feeling a stretch in the upper neck area, extend your right hand out, turn your head to the left, then you are definitely doing this stretch correctly. So slow and controlled. This is a very mindful movement here. We're really tapping into the subtleties of where we're feeling really tight and holding all of the tension in the neck and the chest. One more time, bend that right arm, turn the head to the right, drop that left shoulder down. Extend the right arm out, turn the head over to the left. And release. You can kind of shrug the shoulders a little bit, shake the arms out a little bit. That can be kind of intense. I recommend doing that throughout the day anytime you're feeling tension in your shoulders or your traps, anywhere from like 3 to 10 times each side. You'll feel really amazing the more that you do that. All right, so the next stretch we're going to do is an eagle arm stretch. So you're going to extend your arms out in front. You're going to cross the left arm underneath the right and then start to bring the arms up. And if you can, you're going to bring the hands together. If not, you just bring the hands like this. So take your variation, and all we're going to do is start to lift the elbows up towards the sky. You should feel this stretch in your upper back and your shoulder blades. And then really pull the elbows forward so you're feeling that rounding in the shoulders and the back. And then start to pull the shoulder blades down and back, bringing the elbows down, pulling the shoulders down, and then lifting back up. And lower down, bringing the shoulder blades down and the shoulders back, and lifting back up. Last one here on this side. And then lower down, bring the shoulders down and back, open up through the chest, and release. Switch sides, extend your arms forward, bring the right arm underneath the left, taking your variation. Start to lift the elbows up, pull them forward, round through the shoulders, feel that stretch, more so on the left shoulder this time. And then start to lower the elbows down, lower the shoulders down, open up through the front of the chest. And lift the elbows up, pulling the elbows forward and up. We're just hitting the shoulder blades and the upper back here. Lower the elbows down. Bring the shoulders down as much as you can, almost like someone's pushing the shoulders down. You should feel a really nice stretch in the traps here. And lift the elbows up just one more time. And lower all the way down. Release the arms, shake them out a little bit. This is where we grab our ball, whether it's a lacrosse or a tennis ball. We really get into the neck and the shoulder muscles here. So come onto your backs. You can bend your knees or keep them straight. All you're gonna do is you're gonna take the ball and place in between where, almost like the bottom of your trap, but we're gonna be moving around a little bit. So for right now, just place at the base of your trap here. And all you're gonna do is you're gonna lift the arm up and back, very slow and controlled here. And then bring the arm back. We'll just do this a few times. You don't have to have the ball in this exact position. You can play around and find where you might be holding tension or have more tender spots in those areas. And just move the arm up and down when you find that spot. So you can move around a little bit, maybe between your shoulder blades. I tend to have issues in between my shoulder blades, so this is a really great exercise for me to do. But everyone is different, so find those areas that are tight for you. You can move a little bit higher on the trap if that feels good. And then switch sides. Bring to that lower trap on the other side. Bring the arms up and down. If you find a really tender spot, you can actually just hang out there and just allow that pressure point to kind of just do its work instead of moving the arm up and down. Sometimes this can get really, really intense depending on where you might find like those pockets or those knots in your neck and your back. So again, just switch around where the location of the ball is. Slow and controlled, lifting the arm up and down. Good. And you can do that for a lot longer if you want, like especially if you find like a really tight spot. You can just place the ball there and just lay there. Maybe you just want to do this when you're watching TV or watching a Netflix show or something like that. That's a really great stretch that you can do that's very passive. You don't have to really engage the muscles, and it's so effective because it really gets into where those tight spots are and just really helps to open up and loosen those muscles. So that's it. That's all that I have for you guys today. I hope that you enjoyed all of these big stretches that we have, and that you were able to feel a little bit more loose and more open, and feel like this has really like helped to improve your posture a little bit more. That's something that I really tend to struggle with, sitting at a desk all day. So these are stretches and these are things that I come back to, and I mostly do them before bed or if I need a break from work. So find what works best for you, whatever makes sense for you, and I hope that you enjoyed this class. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you on the mat in the next video. Bye everyone.